is going today? Loyalty to my Dwayne. We're Dwayne N Jazz. Today we have for you Wile E Coyote versus Tom Cat, Looney Tunes versus Tom and Jerry Death Battle.
It's gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna be a fun one. And we're gonna go. We just want looking at the newest one right now. We're gonna go back and do the other ones this week sometime. We just been gone because we were sick. Jazz caught pneumonia. I think I caught COVID. So we was very sick, and we're just recovering and coming back to video. So we're happy to be here. Anyway,
which one do you think is gonna win before you go in?
Oh, Tom and Jerry's my GOAT.
Okay.
Okay. Who do you got?
I'm gonna say Coyote.
But it's really Tom and Jerry.
No, I like both.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Who you
just
like more?
Coyote.
Who you like more? They had some moments. We gonna let the video play. We gonna let the video play.
I don't know.
We gonna let the video play.
Yeah.
If you guys have any reaction requests, please follow our social media and the link in the description. Don't forget to
subscribe.
What's happening?
Wile E Coyote, the furriest of the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
The powerhouse.
I actually like Wile E Coyote more because he made little plans and everything.
Yeah, he did.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and
Tom was just a cat trying to chill, and Jerry wasn't letting him. So.
In tales told over shimmering campfire by the tribes people.
Coyote was actually. I think my Coyote was trying to get something to eat. He hungry. That's why he was so skinny.
Yeah.
He was a Prometheus who stole fire from the heavens to give to humanity. To the Sewetmuk, he was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life. And to the Brothers Warner, he's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
Who just wanted a meal?
Jesus Christ.
American Southwest, hunting his indefatigable prey, the Roadrunner. And this modern
5'8"
Coyote is driven by a
1937. That man seen something.
Yeah, and it drove it
207. Or so he said.
Bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable end. Such is the lot of the common man. You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic canine Job, but Wile E was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to hound his avian adversary.
He's so cute as a baby.
Forbade him to speak until he tasted victory.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. So that's why he doesn't talk.
Wow.
Wow.
Capable of hunting in both rural and urban environments. They're also speedy little demons. They can sprint at up to 43 miles per hour. Though that's cold comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make light look stone still or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel through time. Frankly, it's incredible that
look, he just trying to get his dinner.
Consistently keep up with his prey at all. But he does. No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates the Coyote and the Roadrunner. And Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to move fast enough to outrun Wile E. But almost as fast isn't fast enough. Fortunately, Wile E's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make the difference. He's got your classics like dynamite, anvils, and spring-loaded boxing gloves, along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles, a 10 billion volt electromagnet, and a friggin' trebuchet, a Reddit favorite, many of which he invented himself and uses in excruciatingly detailed schemes that inevitably go awry. Despite being a self-described super genius, Wile E has an official IQ of 3. That's the same IQ as the cactus. Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot. So why not let a soulless corporation do the hard work for him? Acme sells any product that you can imagine.
And he just
Wile E is their most devoted customer, contributing up to 99% of
how you get
money?
Thanks for the inherited wealth, Pops.
Oh,
okay.
Spending it all in one place. He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clonomatic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote, which can pause, fast forward, and rewind a person through time. Too bad half the stuff Wile E uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively Roadrunners. My man cannot catch a break, but he sure can take some punishment. No matter the severity of his failures, Wile E is still attuned and can bounce back from just about anything. He's been sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded, melted, blasted into a constellation, and overall verbed for the last 87 years straight without ever actually dying. He once got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing. Similar to the immortal Coyote of Sewetmuk legend. He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Now, so close.
Believe it or not, there is actually a biological reason for these abilities. Looney DNA. Every toon's got it, not just the Looney ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage up to being fully erased off the page. Essentially dictating their personal slice
Oh, Who Framed Roger
I
Rabbit?
love that movie.
Fire.
Gravity only affects the coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of physics as we know them.
That's why Wile E developed a counter to this immortality, the Looney DNA Dissolver, which leaves toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we are. Yet again, so close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
It was Wile's experience as a veteran toon that landed him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks, teaching up-and-coming Tiny Toons how to use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
And just like Naruto's jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more experienced toons like Wile E who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wile E should be capable of replicating feats and abilities performed by any other Looney Tune, like traveling between different mediums.
I remember that movie.
The plot of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to suck up the entire universe.
And then suck up the animator animating his universe.
And then suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wiley's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an
It was just so like, I don't know.
He's helped stop a meteor
So
from destroying
goofy.
Earth.
Yes.
The Monstars in basketball. And caught the Roadrunner! Oh, wait, never mind. So damn close!
According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67, Wile E. Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,766,842 times.
Oh my God.
That's over 10 million failures.
Oh my
Takes
goodness.
dedication.
Bro,
Maybe
I'm finding another one, bro.
Blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry
They
friends.
put Danganronpa in there.
Right, I was like,
There's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
And by God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
The guy that created him and helped forge the Looney Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that superseded Coyote's reality warping toon abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creators have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E. Coyote. In all our years making Death Battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
But what else can you expect from our fanatical furry fans?
makes sense to me.
He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, I love Looney Tunes. Oh my God.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm smiling through the whole thing, so I'm just looking at the goofiness.
War raged in Europe between the British Tommies and the German Jerrys. As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game of cat and mouse.
Oh wow, is that actually where their names come from? I'm looking this up.
Regardless of their names' origin, William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings of slapstick comedy.
The formula is simple, and we all know it. Tom Cat chases Jerry Mouse around the house. Brutal, bone-shaking, I felt that in my balls. Violence ensues, and Tom's reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Who is, let's say, very much from the 1940s.
If you're like me,
Okay.
all you wanted to see was Tom wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at years of
Thank you.
propaganda to convince us to side with the filthy, flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend. Oh, beyond.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour.
They be going.
6 feet high. And despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a British shorthair. They're strong, stocky Roman cats bred to withstand harsh conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has collected a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against mouse kind. Sure, most of it is the stuff you can find
Jesus
around
Look
the
at
Right.
all these weapons, man, that each one has.
pipes
And quirkier things like a magic wand, a robo-cat, vanishing cream, and a smart cap that gives him all the knowledge in the world.
I'm partial to the Sword of Light and Dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the Rewind Remote, which can move your victim backwards through time.
And you can't forget the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's of course, but just the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over Thanksgiving. Though he often loses his bouts with Jerry, it's not usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just genuinely outplayed.
And even he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body.
That dog was getting tired of their antics. He was the most mature one.
Mostly. Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times, but cat fact, he has 9 lives.
9 lives.
As established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
Wes was conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or he can physically go get them back from hell.
What was this on the Cartoon Network?
It's extremely hard to work for a tune, but there isn't much of a limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air, make his imagination.
I just like the screams.
World.
Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names.
Oh?
You Google?
Oh, you're still on this?
Toy Whiz. They were actually named after the 2 characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young drunken rabble-rousers.
One could, in fact, say that many rabbles were roused the times Tom destroyed a planet-busting asteroid, lifted up the sun, and was blown up into a constellation. And he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He tanked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space at massively faster than light speeds.
That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats
He was
for over
scarier when it was like the older animation.
Yeah.
They made him cuter over time.
They're actually friends.
And they worked together tons of times to save the day.
Yep.
When they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling,
When that happened?
way home.
I don't remember this
It's a
episode.
nice end to their story.
It's a movie or something?
You believe it. Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase. Long ago, the warrior god, Lord of Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain, leaving the goddess Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors used the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
Well, it may sound completely insane. It is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is not entirely in keeping with the spirit of the source material.
Okay, bro.
However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive.
They was like, we gonna make an anime, bro.
Means we have to include it in our research.
So that the gods may
What
grant
did that mean?
No.
Is you is or is you ain't my baby? If you do, that was my joke, bro.
a few times.
By my count of the original shorts, 19 times.
I could watch him on repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well, then you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
All right, the combatants are set.
All right.
The data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Alright, I
Tom.
still think that Coyote's gonna win because he doesn't die.
I know, but so doesn't Tom. Well, he got 9 lives. So.
Yeah, Tom got 9 lives.
Oh my god. House mouse.
And a domestic cat. I just love his screaming. Greater Roadrunner. Coyote. You would never eat him. That's your friend.
Oh. I like that. I like that.
You foolish furball. You cost me my dinner.
Oh, nice.
And they both really don't talk.
Right.
I'm gonna come back and hit him.
Like, what is going? Why is it war now?
Became a war zone.
You wanna live forever?
Is he a witch?
He's doing a magic potion. Oh, it's
Going
disappearing.
invisible?
Yeah. Oh
The
my
fat
god.
lady sings.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness.
Uh-oh.
It's just gonna backfire on him. It's gonna land on him.
And I'm at the plane landing on him. Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, he
He
said.
said, you come back here. He only got one life left.
Uh-oh.
High speed tonic.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, I used to love when they did that. And then he tried to go and
Yeah,
he
try to go
can't.
through, you can't. Oh!
He said, keep laughing. And then they try to break out.
Should have seen that coming.
Uh-oh.
Man,
You can't see.
he said, what is that? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, you.
They're both dead?
Yeah, your bones are broken. Damn.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Oh. No. That's crazy.
Wile E Coyote, super genius.
Now he talks. Let's go, Coyote. Let's go.
Oh, thank God, one of them actually died this time.
Right.
No! Animal cruelty, no!
Considering coyotes eat cats, I'm
Oh.
not surprised.
While both Cat
Oh, wow.
and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
Both were strong enough to contend with universe-threatening phenomena. By comparing Wile E to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe,
Yeah.
but their animators as well.
Yeah.
Tom could move faster than light, Wile E could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's
Damn.
immeasurably fast.
Right.
Much faster than Tom. Wile E gets the edge in stats.
Wile E's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not. Even eliminating the devices that have been shown to malfunction, he still countered everything Tom had.
The biggest being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the Dissolver works on any tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile E is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile E's engineering and scheming genius
Yeah.
were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness.
Yeah.
Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there.
He just never killed
Tom
him.
has one other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him.
And that's the big question. Was Tom capable enough to bend
I remember that.
bad luck and see the DNA dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile E's character as a cartoon. So let's call it his, toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place. Space Jam.
Where Wile E yet again fails against the Roadrunner, but against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
He wins.
Scores again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen, right?
Throughout his entire history, Wile E's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing
Going
the
for
Roadrunner
him.
or other tunes.
So he wins going against other people.
Because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile E couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention. A direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
Despite lacking Wile E's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire.
That was a dark one. Yeah, you remember that one?
Dark.
Strength, speed, and Looney arsenal ensured his victory.
Wile E gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
The winner is Wile E.
I'm not even mad. That was a fun. That was a fun
Wile
death battle. I'm not even mad. Oh. Miles versus Deku? Oh, yo, what?
Miles versus
Spider-Man
Deku.
versus
Hold
Deku.
on.
How? Wait. How is Miles supposed to fight Deku, bro?
Hold on. That's a good matchup.
How is that? You tell me how's that a good matchup? Deku has hella.
They both have mentors.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They both could kind of do like the little electric.
Okay, electric.
Kinda with Deku, kinda. It's more like visual with Deku for the electric stuff.
I mean, Deku has Black Whip, which is essentially like Spider-Man's like web, web fluid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Deku has super strength. Right?
Yeah.
He has a lot of quirks.
He has a lot of stuff he could do now because he could float. He could do the smoke screen stuff. He could do the whip. Yeah. He could do the danger sense, kind of just like how Spider-Man could do too.
He has the fog.
He has, I said that the smoke screen.
That's what I'm saying. That Deku? I don't know. Y'all gotta pick somebody that has a lot.
I don't know because Spider-Man, he's also strong too. So will he be able?
Spider-Man has super strength.
Would he be able to take the damage from like one of his punches?
I don't know. And then remember that momentum? He has momentum too. He has that he can build momentum too. Like what? Like I don't know, bro. I
really don't know who's gonna win that one.
I'm just gonna enjoy. Who's
gonna win that?
Spider-Man versus Deku? I don't know. I think Deku might have that one.
I feel like Deku might win.
He got a lot of powers now.
I don't know.
We gonna see. Y'all let us know who y'all think might win that one. But yeah, this was just a fun. Wile E Coyote vs Tom Cat was just a fun.
It makes me want to rewatch like Looney Tunes and stuff. Like those cartoons were so funny. Remember, they barely spoke a lot.
Yes, remember Boomerang?
Yeah.
And then I got a gorilla for sale. I got like late night. You hear that, bro? I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I couldn't watch TV like that.
Dang, bro! I forgot. Yeah, you didn't get it. I remember it was like 2 a.m. and then it'll have like, I used to flip between Cartoon Network and Boomerang, and sometimes Boomerang used to be on Cartoon Network, and it'd be like really late. Back in the day, Cartoon Network used to be like, and there was no Adult Swim, so there'd be cartoons all night, 24/7, and then sometimes they have Toonami. Everybody knows Toonami.
I know Toonami, yeah.
And they had the Midnight Run where they had like more adultish cartoons. But sometimes you'll wake up and you'll hear like, I have a gorilla. I'm gonna show you that.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you the gorilla because that's just a banger. That's just a banger. Yeah. Anyway, guys, comment below. Don't
forget to like and share. Deuces.